Today's gonna be a truly legendary workout. Not because I'm gonna be participating in it, but because this legend, the Jeff Cavaliere of AthleanX, many of you know who he is. For those of you that don't, I basically grew up on his videos on YouTube. He's one of the original fitness, quote unquote, influencers, but I consider really him a teacher and educator. So I'm just so grateful to be here. I'm sort of in a pinch me moment, in case you can't tell, where I'm about to train biceps and forearms with the Jeff Cavaliere at the Gold's Gym Venice. So Jeff, thank you so much for making the flight out.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. Like I said, this is actually a bucket list item for me. Always wanted to make it out here, came out here for work plenty of times, but never actually made it here. So to be here with you and get a chance to train is gonna be amazing.
I'm super excited. So let's head on in. All right.
So what we do with this is we just grab a single plate. You don't want it to be too heavy. We're like not 45 pounds. We're just trying to warm up. So what you do is you start with this halo where you grab the plate up overhead, and then you're just gonna wrap it around as tight as you can in front of your face, just like that, back around that ear. So you're getting internal, external rotation of the shoulders, right? You go around about 6-7 times in one direction. Keep them nice and tight. Try to get more fluid with every rotation. Okay, once you do that, then you stop, go back the other direction. Again, nice and tight around the head. And again, you're getting a lot of not just internal, external shoulder rotation, but look what's happening with your wrists, right? You're getting a lot of wrist mobility. Not so much your elbows yet, but that's because we can stop there. Now, take them up, put the thing up over your head, the weight up back here, and now just do like a tricep extension, but then a little tilt at the top. Again, wrist extension there. So here, and then get your wrists. So now, a little bit more on the elbows, a little bit more on the wrists. Just about 6 or 7 is all you need. Okay, then bring it down. Then we have a trap raise. So here you're gonna take your thumbs straight up and keep them pointed straight up as you go. So there again, your wrists are gonna have to tilt a little bit, tilt them down towards the camera, no, the other way. There you go, flatten it, that's it. And then down, straight, come straight up again. Thumbs are just going straight up to, there you go. So now your wrist is sort of changing position in space as you go up. And it's also warming up your shoulder girdle, elevation of your arms. Anytime we're doing any of our long head shoulder tricep work, your arms are gonna be up over your head, so might as well warm them up now. Okay, and then the last one we just make 8, it's called a plate 8. So you're gonna make a figure 8 lying on its side. So if the 8 is lying on its side, you're just gonna come back and forth like this. And the goal here is to try to, again, get big 8s. There you go. Get a little further out. This way you get more across your body. There you go.
Yeah, that warms
right,
them
you feel
up.
like your entire upper body is warmed up. We'll do a little bit of direct warm up for the biceps before we get into our heavier sets, but we're ready to start the first exercise. All right, so
we warm up with some 20s.
Yeah. What are those? 20 to 20s, perfect.
So during the basic bicep curl or barbell curl, we're really aiming to get wrist toward the shoulder, obviously. We're trying to supinate, which is basically like turning thumbs out
against
from the midline.
If possible.
Against resistance.
I'll show you how to do that.
And some lifting with the shoulder.
End range elevation of the shoulder, a little bit of flexion of the shoulder.
Throughout the whole movement.
To the end. Because again, if you start too early, I'd rather see someone do it too late on the shoulders than too early. Because too early is just going to turn into a front delt move.
Gotcha.
All right, so what it would look like if I were to demonstrate one is I want to obviously be able to get the elbow flexed, but I also want to save that shoulder flexion for the end, so I'm talking right about there. It's really like once we're up at the top, that elbow coming up just a little bit. So you curl it up. Now, as far as the supination part, what I like to do is shift the dumbbell in my hand towards the thumb side, because what that will do is it will put a disproportionate amount of the weight down, right, pulling me into pronation. So I have to actually lift against that, sort of, sitting on this end of the seesaw. I have to lift against that, so now I'm resisting that supination. So if I do that and I'm curling it at the same time, I'm getting resisted supination and the elbow flexion, and when I get to the top here, good contraction, I lift just a little bit more to get that really balled up strong contraction, or that little bit of discomfort at the top. Yep. So we're just gonna go in that offset grip, down there. We're gonna lift it, try to curl it, and again, good pace.
And you don't alternate them, you prefer to do them simultaneously?
So interesting about the alternating or simultaneously. For a warm up, again, anytime I'm going with a lighter weight, I'll go together. Because just in the sake of time, it's gonna save you a little bit of time. However, as you start to get to heavier sets of a curl, you're introducing another factor, which is core stability. So if I had to move, let's say we're doing 50 pounders at this point. If I have to move 100 pounds back in that direction, I have to have my core stabilized to counteract that. So doing 2 at a time is gonna be much more difficult, multi-dimensional type exercise than it is to go 1 at a time. Because in this case, if they were 50 pounds, I only have to do 50 at one time and have a core strength to manage that.
Gotcha.
If they're 2 together, I have to do a lot more stabilization. All right, so we do that first set, and again, even just 1 set, I find that you can start to feel loose, warm. Again, the idea here is not fatigue. The idea is just, do you feel loose? Do you feel comfortable and confident picking up heavier weights? Rest time in between, especially for warm-up sets, not very long for me. So I get right back in it again. And that little subtle lift at the top, just that little, there you go. Rep range is really, is just a suggestion to me, right? So I want it to be somewhere between 6 and 12, 7 and 12, right? I don't want it to be so heavy that I can't get that many out, but I do think it should be somewhere under 12 just so we can keep the workout moving.
Okay. Alternating or move them both at the same time?
So I'm gonna move alternating here because this is starting to get a little bit on the heavy end for me.
Yep,
all right?
likewise.
So basically what I was saying, okay. Ready? And that little top at the top. Again, a little bit of an offset grip there. There you go. Come up. Good, there, done. There you go, fight it. Good. You were maintaining a very upright, straightforward posture. When I curl, I'll do a little bit of a twist towards that working side. So when it comes up, I'm twisting a little bit that way.
Got it.
Just over the top of it. Okay. And then down, and then when I come up the other side, I'm gonna twist that way too. So just a little bit of that. You've probably seen guys do that instinctively, but again, remember the body knows how to do it. This is one of those cases where it knows what to do, but it's actually not taking away from the exercise. Great. It's just giving you more stability to perform the exercise.
Right. Okay.
Let me see you start. I want to see that little twist over the top. And then turn it, actually look at it. So look down, there you go, there. Other side, little turn, look over top, there you go. Even lean down into it, that's it. And even dig your chin down towards that bicep as you there, like that. You feel that?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a much stronger contraction.
And it should also feel a little bit more stable because you're locking in.
Yeah. That's it.
So if I'm in here, how can I make this a better exercise? Well, first of all, you want to seek out a variation of this machine that does not have a seat that you sit on, right? Unless that seat is very high, what happens is people get in this position and then they sit, right? And now when I go out like this, I basically created a fulcrum right here at my elbow, and there's a lot of weight going down that direction. Remember, the biceps crosses the shoulder. It is influenced by the shoulder positioning. If I take my elbows and I put them here by standing over the top of it, and then I actually drive back into the pad, now I get my lats working, right? Because doing this is basically a straight arm push down, right? So I get adduction of the elbow towards the side. I get stability of the entire shoulder girdle. So when I'm in this position here, I'm much more stable in terms of the entire shoulder girdle, so that when I do the curl, I've got more support. So it's a safer exercise done that way. And now I can actually focus on just overloading the biceps in that position. I'll go first if you want.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that. So I get in position here where I can get over the top and drive the elbows back. They're in the pad as hard as I can, right? Now when I'm down, I get a good stretch out there, full extension. Right, and as I curl up, I'm just gonna let the weight kind of almost lift straight towards the ceiling by letting the wrist bend back a little bit. Again, if I were to do this and curl it, I actually don't feel much. I could probably stay here for another 5 minutes. That's not what I'm looking for. I want a little bit of effort still on the bicep at the top. And so by stopping the bar a little short too, I'm right here up against gravity fully, and it's difficult at the top. So I'm down, up, peak at the top.
Full extension.
As much as I can.
Yep.
Again, I've got that torn bicep on my right side.
You'd never know it.
And again, you see my pace. It's slow. Right? I'm trying to feel everything that's going on here.
So driving the elbows back.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel that?
Yeah.
I want to be able to feel the lats there. Okay. Now up at the top, right there. And you don't go any further.
And I should actually flatten it out?
You can flatten it, yeah, wherever it feels comfortable. Now, next repetition, go to the top and then go further. I just want you to feel how everything's lost. If you go even further there, you feel like you just
resting. You can hang out here.
Go on.
I can make a phone call.
Right, so what's the point?
Right.
Because you did more reps, like I don't care. I'd rather have you do more effective reps. There you go, perfect.
The driving the elbows back really helps.
Yeah, you got all that stability all through the shoulder.
It's like...
And the bicep can actually, it's got more leverage to actually pull from here. You know that phrase, you can't fire a cannon from a canoe? And it's an old Paul Chek thing, right?
Yep.
If the canoe is
heavier.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If the canoe is wobbly, you're not going to get a real lot of
Was
force.
it Paul Chek that said that?
Yeah, he said
I like
that. Yeah.
He's smart.
All right, let's do it. Set those lats.
Back.
There you go. Nice. Beautiful. Good, control the eccentric on the way down. Because you'll feel this literally elongating as you lower that down, right? Nice. Come on. I got you, let's go. Couple more. You got it. Come on. 2 more. Let's go. Up. Go, 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 go. There you go. Nice. 1 more. Pull, 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 pull. Get right through that sticking spot right there. Hold it right at the top. There you go. Come down slow. Under control. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah, those catch up quick.
I know. That's what I said. Right at the end.
It's like moving fast for 3 reps and then I start grinding.
I know.
Oh, man.
We'll go 1 more.
That feels really good.
We're even way more stable in that vulnerable, fully extended position. Okay, come on. I got you on the last one. 1 more, 1 more. Come on. Go, 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 go. Pull, hold it up top, hold it. There you go, down, slow. Nice.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Whew. So here, if we want to train the long head of the biceps, or again, favor more of that long head, then you want to get something that places the arm behind the body so there's that stretch, because again, that's the head of the bicep that crosses the shoulder joint. So if it's the part that's responsible for that little flexion, then opposite of that would be extension. Now, the next thing though, before I get into it, what I want to do is, I could take this a little bit further. I could do a traditional incline curl, or I could do that and stack it with what we call a mechanical drop set, so that I can go a little bit further and further and further, and I can actually get another long head exercise, which would be a drag curl, done in sequence after this and after a seated curl, because mechanically the exercise gets easier and easier, even though I get fatigued. So down, hands back, curl up, supination here, resist, and then a little lift at the top.
And does your head need to be against the bench or no?
It could be. I tend to find it almost impossible. No.
Okay.
It's not straining. If I was leaned back more like those other guys do,
yeah,
then you're like lifting your head up against gravity to hold it. But here I'm actually just sitting straight up.
Okay.
So down at the bottom, right there, and that's the speed of that contraction. So it's not violent or ballistic. It's down. I'm already in that stretch, 1 contraction, and come right back out of it. Ideally, if you're putting together a bicep workout, you would want to have one of these exercises that focuses on that position.
I notice you're really good about getting that pinky higher than that thumb at the top for that full supination.
Yep. And again, naturally just let the dumbbell slide down a little bit towards that thumb side.
And since we're already warm, this is a work set.
Oh yeah, right away. Yeah, yeah. Everything past those first 2, we're good.
Oh, and we still grip into the outside or no?
Yeah, still do it.
Okay.
There you go. A little bit, a tiny lift at the top from that. There you go. That's it.
There it is.
Just tall, small, small. Little contraction now. That's it. Palms backwards. Contract. Boom. There you go. Up. Feel it?
Yeah.
Now, stretch-wise, when you're down in this position, do you feel the stretch in the bicep right there?
Definitely.
Right. And that's just, you don't have to go any further than that. It's a more difficult exercise. Again, a lot of times what people do is they're trying to cheat themselves through that exercise so the elbows are really driving forward. You keep them right in place and they only come up at that very end spot, 1 or 2 inches. So now, what you can do is you can start to stack exercises together, as I alluded to in what we call a mechanical drop set. So the theory behind a mechanical drop set is, let's say we take a weight that I could do for 10 reps, and I stop short and I do 5. And then I change body position, same weight. I do 5 more reps. You would think that you wouldn't be able to do any more because you had a 10 rep max weight, you did 10 reps, you're done. But it's the changing of the position of the body that's mechanically putting you in a more advantageous position so you can continue to do repetitions. What we do in this one is we go from a long head focus exercise into incline curl, we sit up. That will take away a lot of that difficulty that you were feeling from here where you said this is a lot harder, right? Once I sit up, now I'm not in that position. Now I can find that 5 reps will be doable. Right when I'm feeling like I can't do any more of those, I can actually lean forward here, chest down to the knees, drag them up, and do that little drag curl from here. Again, position the arm behind the body like it was when I started here, but not in this position against gravity, right? So I have a little bit more leverage. Those 5 reps, which would have been impossible back here, are doable, right? And we just go right through 5, 5, 5 until we reach failure.
So weight that I could do 10, I'm going to just do 5.
You're going to wind up doing 15 total reps across the board, but 5, 5, and 5.
Gotcha. So we're not going to failure
on the
at
first
10.
part.
Okay, gotcha.
No. But at the end of it, it will, and it all stacks up. And the fight on that last one is just to try to keep those elbows up, even though they're going to want to fall down because of the weight. Okay. Little contraction. There you go. All right. Sit up. A little breather here. Just catch your wind. Regular curls. Pull, pull, pull. There you go. Get it going. Good. Go right into the next one. And as many as you get here. Good. Drive the elbows up behind you. No, just lift them. Almost row it. Row it up. There you go. And then curl. That's it. Yep. Row back, curl. That's it. Wasted. So the brachialis is another elbow flexor, but it is underneath the bicep, right? So we want to make sure that we can hit it. The way we hit it best is just to make sure we pronate. If the main or that secondary function of the bicep is to supinate, we can quiet it down and make the brachialis do more of the work by just pronating the forearm. So a lot of people will do a hammer curl, which I like, but it's really a neutral grip forearm, right? The forearm is in neutral here. This is pronated, this is supinated, this is neutral. So if we could just go to this pronated position, we can get even more brachialis. And the way to kind of fit it is to just drag it across the body as opposed to straight out in front of us and try to do it that way, because it gets to be too hard on the actual forearm muscles itself. So drag it across the body. I try to end with it up with my chest.
So it's actually facing out.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Out towards me. I'm gonna come here, and again, I'm almost ending right about the level of my chest. Elbow down though. Yeah, there you go. And down. And again, you work this other muscle that's there in the forearm, the brachioradialis, right? The one down there in the forearm that sticks out.
This one right here?
Yeah, yep. You still get that too, but by being in that fully pronated position, we get more of that brachialis, or the brachialis underneath the bicep there. And you'll see me doing the same thing I told you about before. I kind of lean over that side. Just 2 sets, to finish off there. Because you're getting a lot of brachialis activation just by flexing the elbow anyway through all your other exercises. This is just the one that's more targeted towards it.
You see this?
So you'll turn it, come up and just sort of put it up against the other side here. There you go. Yeah,
elbow down,
and then kind of lift it, let that, yeah.
Oh man, that's tougher than it looks.
All right, so right here, elbow down, there you go. Feel that? Just drag it across the body. Try to drag it right almost alongside. There you go, there you go. Keep that down a little bit. That's it.
Man,
Feel it?
The traps really want to help.
Keep them down. Drop the elbow then. Get it right here. Even more so. There, okay?
I see, I need to lean,
Yeah,
that's
lean
why
in,
you're
lean
leaning.
in.
Gotcha.
Try to lift it, one more, try to lift it a little higher on your chest, this way. Keep the elbow down though. That's it, drop it. That's it, there, okay? Almost get, if you have to, you can come up at an angle like that. Feel it?
I just can't turn the dumbbell.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
Well, it's heavy now. Think of it like your traditional hammer curl, right? If you were to do hammers, you're gonna go like this, right?
Yeah, because I can do those with like
Right.
50s.
Right, so you're, yeah, this is harder. It's
Much
hard because
harder.
again, you're not getting, even just that little bit of neutral positioning brings the bicep in a little bit more, it's helping, right?
Yeah.
So we go here, we're really isolating more effectively that brachialis. Again, when I do it, I'm just trying to, I'm thinking about almost hammer curling it in this direction, right? I'm doing a hammer curl there, but then I'm just gonna make sure it stays
You're
down.
good at like getting it
Yeah,
parallel to the floor.
but I'm doing it with
That's
my
where
wrist.
I can't seem to
But
do
I'm
that.
doing
and
it with my wrist. Like
I see,
I'm not doing
see.
it here.
Gotcha,
I'm doing it
gotcha.
with my wrist.
Okay,
So I'm
got
here
it.
and I'm kind of controlling that position with the wrist,
Got
not
it.
with the elbow.
Got it.
All right, because you want to just keep it close, right? Because the same thing, if you were hammer curling it, your elbow would stay right where it is,
Great.
here. So you keep it down.
Okay.
All right. Hammer curl it all the way across. Then there you go.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hammer curl. Do even more hammer curl on this one. Go all the way up hammer first, then turn it. Okay. That's the feel. But now try to make it in with. There you go. The elbow stays nice and down. There you go. And then remember, go over the top of it. Lean in that direction. Yeah. All right. Or just a little slight. Even if you don't twist it at this point because it gets heavy, just hammer it across the body. Hammer it this way. There you go. And you'll see that even just by hammering this way rather than this way, you're going to get at least another 45 degrees of pronation, right? So if you couldn't even get the timing down of this, or if, again, the weight could be a little lighter for you to manipulate that, you're still going to get more pronation in this cross body position than you are straight out in front of you.
Got it.
We'll put like just a 10 on the end, but all we do, actually, I learned this from one of my baseball players. So all you do is these ring outs, right? So you're just, when you lift up here, you're lifting the weight a little bit, right?
Okay.
Curling against, and you're getting flexion on this side. So when I'm turning forward, I'm getting flexion. When I turn backwards, I'm getting extension.
Okay.
Right? So what we're gonna do is high reps. So go for about, let's see where we get to, 30 or 40 here. So we go here and start turning. So again, I'm gonna go all the way over till I burn out, and I'm gonna go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, turning towards me. See that?
So you're curling the bar.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the knurling is twisting this
coming
way.
up.
He's not moving his hands around the bar. He's actually moving the bar.
Right.
And then
I'm
resetting.
trying
and then
to
he's
turn
resetting his hand.
Right, resetting my hand.
So if you were to look at the side of the bar, it's moving clockwise, like a clock.
And when I'm done with this, I'll have veins that you've never seen before.
You already have veins no one's ever seen
Pop
before.
out. Now I'm going backwards.
Got it, for extension.
Yeah. And this is the easiest thing you can do. And again, I think a lot of times we focus on just doing the heavier forearm work, but it's the high repetition stuff.
Yep. So if you guys can see, if there was a little sticker on one side, you'd see it moving around.
Yeah, I'm turning. Start in one
How
direction.
wide a grip, doesn't matter.
Right outside shoulder,
Okay.
is fine. You're just gonna turn that way. Just keep it, yep. Arms stay straight. There you go. Keep turning.
Boy.
Yeah. 30, 40 reps, keep going. Keep turning. Same direction. Over. Yep, keep going. When it burns to where you can't tolerate it anymore, then we're gonna flip direction, okay? Really try to crank them back. There you go. Brutal, right?
Brutal.
Now, other direction. Flip them forward now, right?
Oh man.
Turn. That's what you should feel like. Like you're getting all these wrist flexions. Yeah. Yep, keep going. They become very deliberate at the end. One thing with forearm work, you burn them and it stays there for quite a while. Right. So like you don't really rest a minute and a half and lose that. It sort of stays there for quite a while. I mean, mine are already still feeling.
Oh, I'm
pumped.
throttled.
I'll jump in one more time here.
Yep.
So again, what I'm trying to do here is literally curl here, so I'm flexing the wrist here.
Yeah, you're getting a much bigger range of motion than I was. I was like,
well,
Do you play piano after doing this?
No way.
You know,
No,
Jeff's a very accomplished musician. Seriously, I'm not. He plays piano. His kids sometimes play with him.
Yeah.
It's cool to see.
That's it. Exaggerate the range while you have it, and of course you'll lose it quickly, and that's okay. As Andrew said, it's just a re-grip. Just re-gripping and trying to turn it back that way. And even though you don't get a chance to see all that movement, this is the feel. You're actually getting that extension focused on it. Let's face it, people aren't writing much these days, right? So like, there's not a lot of duration going on in those muscles. So I think that when you challenge them this way versus a set of 10 to 12 reps of a reverse curl, this is a different stimulus. And it also shows when they don't recover in between sets, how you probably could benefit from doing more of that.
Yeah, we got a lot of strong thumbs out there.
Right, exactly. The thumbs are great.
Well, I'm hugely grateful to you for all the work you've done over the years. I know I keep saying over and over, you taught me so much through your videos, and today I learned a bunch of small things and big things that even after 30 plus years of training, I've not done, and they've made a tremendous difference. So I'm very grateful to you, and I know the people listening and watching feel the same. And I'm excited for our conversation tomorrow, where we're going to dive into all of it: injury prevention, stubborn body parts, frequency of training, and on and on. You're the man, Jeff.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.